from 8 to 9?
I don't know. That's just what the sheet that you gave me had that, and then I added.
Let's play it as it's written on your sheets currently for this interlude. I'll look into it afterwards. But yeah, I must have already given them some other armor or something. That's all right. Either way, it still hits. So back to your skeletons.
They're getting AC from somewhere because like my. Okay. Anyways, so skeletons are going to move to the edge of the fog cloud away, and only one of them can actually exit the fog cloud and still get back in. So they're going to, this is just Gnoll Skeleton 1 who only has a short bow, and he is going to launch an attack at the closest zombie to me for a 23. Wow, holy shit.
Nice.
So it does 6 damage to this one.
Okay, nice.
And then he steps back into the fog cloud.
All right. And that's all for your skeletons?
That is all for my skeletons, correct?
All right, that brings us to your zombies.
My Gnoll Zombie 1 is going to attack with a long sword, and this is going to be a one-handed attack because Gnoll Zombie 1 has a shield, and he's going to attack the zombie directly that has already been hit with an arrow for an 8.
And 8 is going to miss this zombie.
And then I'm going to command that zombie to head back into the fog cloud, so he'll take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. A 19 for 3 piercing damage. And a 10, which I believe misses.
The 10 misses. The 3 does hit. And if that reduces my speed, or was that the other ones?
Those were the barbed arrows, not the spike clubs.
Got it. And then I'm going to command one of the zombie who has been injured to retreat into the fog cloud. And then 2 of my zombies at the edge of the fog cloud are going to make a 2-handed longsword attack at disadvantage, because they are in heavily obscured area. Actually, it's on the dice because I'm also an unseen attacker, so it's just straight.
Right. Okay.
A 10 and a 16.
Let me check on the 16. On which guy?
The 11 damage would be on the one who's a little bit south.
Yeah, that one hits, and I won't really describe kind of how he's different from the other ones because you can't get a visual on him right now.
Understood.
So 11 slashing.
I gotta keep track of my arrows. Man, this is a lot, Nathan. This is chunky D&D, baby.
It is.
I love it.
You're
I'm
giving me
a blast.
big. Yeah, you're giving me like Ender's Game vibes, maneuvering all of these guys.
Shit.
Was that all of your zombies?
That was all my zombies who are taking a turn right now.
Okay, that's back to you then, Zachariah.
Okay, so with Zachariah's turn, so the Wither and Bloom spell does not require sight, interestingly enough.
Okay. I mean, planting a seed and waiting for it to grow doesn't require sight, so thematically I can kind of see that.
Well, hey, I'll take it. He actually can't see, I think he's going to kind of hold, and wait for them to get up a little bit closer. For now, he is going to cast it on the top side here. Mm-hmm. And hit 4 of the gnolls up in this area.
Attempt to hit 4 of the gnolls.
Okay. Right. And then that's going to be a Constitution saving throw. He is basically like Zachariah's like in a meditative state right now, trying to pay attention to the little the changes he can feel around him, the zombies as he's commanding all of them. It's like having like 16 eyes, you know what I mean? And he is going to cast a spell up there. DC 16 Constitution saving throw for a sad amount of damage.
I mean, damage is damage, and they all failed.
Right. So 5 damage to each of them, 20 damage total. And then Zachariah himself is going to slink to the top side of my fog cloud that I am inside of.
All right. Raven?
Raven is still up there, and I'll see through her eyes if I need to.
Perfect.
But she's just kind of flying around in a very small circle up there.
Mm-hmm. All right. The undead gnolls are within range to all move up and make attacks, so they're just going to swarm your forces. Well, let me check if they have multi-attack. They do. So that's going to be 4 total attacks on Gnoll Zombie 4, 4 total attacks on Gnoll Zombie 1, 4 on Gnoll Zombie 3, and 4 on Gnoll Zombie 2. So just starting at the bottom and moving our way up, against Gnoll Zombie 4, we have 11, 10, 15, that's 1 hit, and 12. Is 12 a hit?
On Gnoll Zombie 4, 10. He has 10 AC, so that's going to be...
Oh, so
unless you're letting me stick with the 11. He has 10 AC. 8 plus 2 is 10, because he does have that one has a shield, but no breastplate. So that's going to be 19 damage.
Yeah.
Against Gnoll Zombie 4.
Yep. Now against Zombie 1, same thing. Got a 15, 17, 19, and 12. Does 12 hit Gnoll Zombie 1?
Gnoll Zombie 1 and 12 does not hit, no.
Okay. 15 does, though?
No, 15 doesn't hit either.
Oh,
11.
okay. Nice. Gnoll Zombie 3.
Need to get these guys all armor.
Yeah.
11. It's such a big jump. 11 plus 5, so that's 16 damage to Gnoll Zombie 1.
If a 15 doesn't hit, I think it's only 11 damage to him.
Right. Yep, sorry. Ah!
On Gnoll Zombie 3, we've got a 16, 7 crit, and 6. So, does the 16 hit him?
The 16 hits, yeah.
Okay. So we've got 4 damage plus a crit is a total of 10 damage. And, yeah, so although Zachariah can't see this, except for brief glimpses when he looks through the eyes of Raven, it's just like a line of undead gnolls inside a fog cloud, and a line of undead gnolls outside of a fog cloud, and they're just poking at each other, but...
Oh my god, it looks amazing. I'm picturing it. I love it.
Yeah, like it really looks like a, Spartan showdown. Let's see, lastly against Gnoll Zombie 2, 18, 6, 13, and 10. 2 of those hit?
Only the 18 hits him.
Okay, cool. So 6 damage.
Gnoll Zombie 2 is one of my breastplate babies.
Very nice. Gailey is going to Fey Inspire you, Zachariah, so that's a 1d6 Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. And that is really good. Thank you, Gailey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than I
don't
say.
like these things.
Oh, it's
Kill
all right.
them.
It's all right.
Kill them
I'm
all.
working on it. Absolutely.
Okay. Good.
I have to use my draining aura on the last one that attacked Zombie 2.
Okay.
As he took damage, I'm going to deal 8 damage to that one.
That's a
using
subclass feature?
No, that's actually one you gave me. That is my
lantern feature. Got it.
Yeah, my
nice.
lantern. When a hostile creature that you can see takes damage on another creature's turn. Oh, no, it's backwards. It's the other way around. I apologize. Give him back his health. I have to use it when I deal damage. I can make them take more damage.
Or, wait, the wording is when a hostile creature that you can see takes damage?
Mm-hmm. It's the other way around, not a friendly creature.
Yeah, you just, salt the wound. So, I mean, even if it's on, Jack's turn and Jack lightning bolts someone, you could pile on at that point.
Absolutely. Yeah, I understand now.
Okay, alright. The beefy gnolls are going to attack your zombies 5 and 6.
Okay.
We've got, first against zombie 5, we've got a 21 for 7 piercing and 10 poison. I don't think the poison affects him.
They are immune to poison damage.
Okay, so only 7 piercing. And then 18 for 10 slashing.
That hits.
And another 18 for 4 more slashing.
Zombie 5's looking a little wobbly.
Yeah. And same thing against zombie 6. We've got a 9. I believe that misses.
No, not with the new rules. Unless those
21.
gnolls are wearing leather armor.
Oh,
no,
well,
it's still 9.
Unless they have specific armor from you, let's leave them at AC 10 for now, and we'll correct after the interlude.
Oh, okay, it doesn't hit then.
Okay. 21 for 7 slashing, and a
hit.
24 for 8 more slashing.
Yeah, that hits.
And so, Zachariah, you can just hear the slobbering and cackling as they're just crunching into your zombies, tearing at the decaying flesh.
Yeah.
And now we've got some arrow attacks against you, Zachariah.
Okay.
They're going to have disadvantage because you're still in the fog cloud. And then we're also going to have a couple arrow attacks against Zombie Gnoll 6. So we'll start with Zombie Gnoll 6. 15 for 4 piercing. A 6.
I'm going to go ahead and get a shield up, which is going to increase my AC to 19. So that second one will hit for 10 damage. Or the fourth one.
Third one.
1, 2, 3. Yep, third one will hit for 10 damage.
Yeah, the first two were against Zombie Gnoll 6. So 15, I think, hits him for 4.
Yeah, the first one does hit.
Yeah.
Oh, none of these were on me?
The third one was on you.
Oh, I'm not going to shield that then. So
yeah, sure. Just take the damage. Yeah, so that's 10 piercing damage to you, Zachariah.
Got it.
Fourth attack is on you. 23 for 6 damage.
Hey, calm down. Calm down out there. chill with your marksmanship talents.
I forgot to be doing those with disadvantage. I don't think that affects anything, right? Because a 14 would still hit.
It doesn't.
Yeah, okay. Let's see, that's been 2 attacks against you. We've got 4 to go.
Okay.
8 misses.
Yes.
13. Does
misses.
13 hit? Okay.
Misses.
16.
11 misses.
11, right, thank you. And another 11. Okay, so
misses.
only 2 of them hit you. Great.
Thought you were going for a prize or something out there.
We've got some normal gnolls running up. They're actually pushing into the fog cloud now. Mm-hmm. And it's going to make just a bite attack against Zombie Gnoll 6 for a crit fail.
Yep.
And 1 against Zombie Gnoll 5 for an obvious miss.
Yep, 7 misses.
All right, and we're onto your skeletons.
Oh my god, this is more painful than I had imagined. All right, so I actually get to do my thing now. So my skeletons are going to basically step out of the fog cloud, none of them evoking attacks of opportunity because of the way the map is set up. It's a really interesting map. Feels like we're playing chess over here.
It does.
And we're going to be launching a volley. I'm going to start with the southernmost zombie with a longbow shot from Harris for 21.
Yep.
And that deals 8 damage due to my undead thrall.
Okay.
I'll add that right now. Boom, done. And then there's going to be a volley of short bow attacks. So this is going to be Harris short bow. A 9 misses. This is going to
Vengeance, not Harris.
I have all of my attacks on one sheet. I don't know why it says parenthesis Vengeance, but that was... Wait, what did I just say? Yeah.
You said...
Vengeance.
Okay.
This is Vengeance's attack, and Vengeance misses with a 9. This is Silton. Even though it says Vengeance, this is Silton's short bow attack. 20 for a 3.
Yep. Drops it.
Okay. And then working my way up the line here, this is going to be Gnoll Skeleton 1, a 7. Gnoll Skeleton
Miss.
2, an 8.
Miss.
And I actually am short on short bows. So my line is then going to retreat back into the fog cloud with the rest of their movement. And that was a total of 5 arrows that I launched.
That's beautiful. I'm imagining Battle of the Bastards, end of season 6 of Game of Thrones. It's foggy, it's chaotic, and then they just kind of step, a line emerges from the fog and then retreats. Really cool visuals with that.
And then that's my zombies, correct?
Yes.
My zombies, zombie 6, this is going to be, they only get 1 attack, is going to be 2-handed longsword on the dice on this one. I don't really know how to describe that. 8 misses. I'm then Gnoll Zombie 5 is going to be attacking the one directly north of him. 19 for 8 damage.
That hits.
Gnoll Zombie 5 is going to attack the zombie directly in front of him. Also 2-handed. A 10.
A 10 misses.
Gnoll Zombie 2 is going to be making a 1-handed longsword attack because he's holding a shield against the one directly in front of him for 15.
That's a hit.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
Gnoll Zombie 3 is 2-handed, the one directly out in front of him. 10 for 12 damage.
That's a miss.
It's a miss. And then Gnoll Zombie 1 is making a 1-handed longsword attack. 17 for 6 against the one. Could he attack the one that's damaged, actually? That makes more sense
he
to
can.
me.
Yep, that'll kill it.
Okay. And then Gnoll Zombie 4 will be making a 2-handed longsword attack against 14 for 11 damage against the one up there.
Yeah, that actually kills that one too.
Excellent.
Good work.
That's my turn.
Zachariah Harris, you're up.
I am going to continue to pull this necrotic threads of energy from my spell book as I am kind of with one hand holding out my lantern, with another hand hovering it over my spell book, and I'm pulling these shreds of energy and then just pumping them into the ground, and these like black necrotic veins almost shoot from the ground. And inside this fog cloud, the gnolls would just see an occasional like spark of like necrotic green light from my lantern. And I'm casting another Wither and Bloom.
Okay.
And this time it's going to be from here, and it's going to hit a lot of fucking people.
Looks like everyone except for the archers.
And this very southernmost one won't be hit. Okay.
Got it. All right, it's con save 16.
And that's going to be a con save. So it's another 5 damage, unfortunately. I'm rolling pretty low.
All right, well, you kill one of the gnoll zombies, injure another one.
It's also, just for the record here, whenever I deal necrotic damage, I actually do an additional 3. I've been forgetting to use this, so it's actually 8 damage total.
Nice. I will back add that to the other ones that took damage.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
When... well, no, not one of... That didn't actually die.
You have killed one of them so far with this spell. On this turn.
Okay.
Alright, rolling for the standard gnolls now. Fail, fail, success. So that's only 4 damage.
2 plus 3, 5 damage.
Nice. Makes sense. Killed another one with that.
A gnoll?
Yeah.
That will activate my Grim Harvest ability. It doesn't require an action or reaction or anything, but I regain hit points equal to twice the spell's level, or 3 times if it belongs to the School of Necromancy. So that was a level 2 Necromancy spell, meaning I get 6 health back.
Nice. And the beefy gnolls also both fail, so 8 damage to them as well. Nice use of a spell. Go ahead, Raven, or anything else.
Well,
Zachariah
also,
wants to do.
my Gnoll Zombie 6 is going to regain 5 plus... Okay, it rolls a hit dice. So these guys, zombies have a 1d8 hit dice, so he gets back 1d8 plus 5.
And that works on undead?
Back 11. It just says a friendly creature.
Nice. Cool. It's a necromancy spell.
Right, yeah, I think it's thematically appropriate. It's just one creature in your choice. It doesn't even have to be friendly. I could just heal a bad guy if I wanted to. I don't know why. I would.
Right.
I am also going to activate my Draining Aura using a charge from my lantern to try and kill the zombie that is looking the most shambly right now.
Remind me what Draining Aura does.
So Draining Aura is a lantern ability I have. So this pulse of green energy would come up from my lantern, and it deals additional damage whenever a hostile creature takes damage near me.
Right, okay. But it takes a charge for you to do that.
It takes a charge for me to do that.
Got it.
And technically, I don't know if these stack together, Nathan, but if it's necrotic damage, it is necrotic damage, so technically it does 9 damage.
Yeah, it's dead thrice over.
Okay. Just making sure it's dead. And then I am going to... I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm getting a little nervous.
Makes sense. All right, that brings us to the Witherlings, unless Raven has anything.
All go at once. It's the fucking worst. They all go at the same time, and it's really scary waiting for it to happen.
Yeah, it's like a seesaw. Nothing new from Raven, right? Just keeping an eye on things.
Raven, just retaining the ability to, look through her eyes if I need to.
Okay. Oh, as a reaction to a gnoll being reduced to 0 hit points, it gets to make a Spike Club attack still on your turn. So let's do that against Zombie Gnoll 3. Disadvantage, crit fail. So now on its turn, multi-attack against Zombie 3. 8 misses, 9 misses. That's the only unfriendly gnoll zombie remaining. Gaily and Corgi don't have anything new to add. Chunky gnolls are going to try to finish off your zombies 5 and 6.
Okay.
First against Zombie 5, we have a Bite. That's a crit fail. A Claw, which is a 22 for 4 damage.
That's against 5 or 6, I'm sorry.
Against 5.
Got it.
And a 10, which I believe misses. Unless you're unarmored.
No, unfortunately that one is unarmored, so that one is reduced to 0 hit points.
Okay.
And let's see here. They get undead fortitude, which means
DC
that
14.
I can make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, and I fail.
Yeah. Zombie 5 is down. Let's see if we can make Zombie 6 join it.
No! You bastards!
20 to hit for 8 damage.
On who?
A 21 to hit for 10 damage. Those are both on Gnoll Zombie 6.
The second one takes him down, and he's going to roll a DC 5 plus 10, 15 Constitution saving throw. And he makes it!
Nice, he's still at 1 health. So third attack, 19 hits for 8 more damage.
Damn it, Nathan. So that's going to be an 8 plus 5, a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. He fails, and he goes down. No! My boys!
Alright, the hunters, I guess Raven would convey to you that they are looping around.
Okay.
In order to be on the south side to exchange volleys against your skeletons.
Okay.
Raven would also communicate that they are spreading out as they witnessed the Wither and Bloom spell. And now it's your skeleton's turn.
I am going to have my skeletons step out. I'm going to have my skeletons step out of the fog cloud. I'd like to imagine it's like very tight formation, like they step out together.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to make sure we pick up those bows. We really need those. Harris is going to fire against the injured bowman. 11.
Not on this one.
And then there's going to be 4 short bow attacks. 22, 18, 14.
Those all hit.
And 17 for a total of 12 plus 7, 19, 20, 21, 22 damage on the injured gnoll.
Okay, that drops it. 3 attacks was all you needed to drop it, so you can apply that extra 3 damage to a different gnoll.
I would rather hit the zombie here.
Very nice. And it's your zombie's turn now.
My skeletons will step back into the cloud.
Yeah.
My zombies are going to reposition ever so slightly. The injured ones... now, attacks of opportunity are against creatures you can see, correct?
I believe so.
I'm going to have them retreat back into my fog cloud just a bit. After the... I'm going to have 1 and 3 make attacks against the remaining zombies. So, longsword is a 19 for 6 damage.
That's a hit.
And if it's still standing, then 12 for 5?
That is a hit. That'll take care of it.
Okay. And they retreat back into the fog cloud a little bit.
Nice.
Let me position them exactly how I want them here. Okay.
Perfect. Zachariah.
Zachariah is going to make the difficult decision based on what he is up against to sacrifice zombie gnolls 5 and 6 for the greater good. And he is going to cast a spell called kind of my whole build. Dear listeners, my whole build is centered around this spell. This is going to take down my fog cloud.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a spell called Stinking Cloud instead.
Okay.
Stinking Cloud is kind of the whole idea behind this build. So this is a 20-foot radius sphere of nauseating gas. It's in the exact same fucking position that my other one was. I don't know why I did that. And it works because myself and my skeletons are immune to poison. So I'm not immune to poison, so it has to be centered a little bit differently. I don't know why I'm not immune to poison. It kind of annoys me. But the Stinking Cloud itself would be centered like this. Let's do... I'm just going to put it on the big bad guys here. I'll get all of them like that.
Okay.
And so they need to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw if they are alive and they aren't immune to poison.
At the start of each of their turns.
At the start of its turn, and if they fail it, they can't fucking do anything.
Wow. I thought it was just damage. I thought it was like Cloud Kill.
No, Stinking Cloud is my zombies can kind of move around and tear things apart freely, while anything living inside of it, for the most part, is usually going to be incapacitated.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, this is a heavy... Is it a powerful spell? Yes. But the thing to remember is that I just had to sacrifice 2 of my zombies so that I could even cast a 3rd level spell. So, I can't bring back Zombie 5 and Zombie 6 now unless I, stay the night here.
Right. That's gross! That smells so bad! Gailey and Corgi scamper away. They're hanging out nearby, hiding in a tree. The beefy gnolls need to go now and make a con save.
Con save.
One succeeded. They both succeeded.
Jesus. Okay. It's still heavily obscured, so it's still just the same as Fog Cloud, just with an additional effect.
Right. They're going to run up against zombies 2 and 3 and do the same thing. Given that it's heavy obscurement, all of these are with disadvantage. So starting with zombie 3, a 12 to hit.
That does hit zombie 3.
That's 4 piercing damage. A crit fail, and a 14 to hit for 4 more slashing damage.
Against zombie 2, against 3?
3, yes.
That does hit.
Yeah. And now turning to zombie 2, an 8 to hit,
Misses.
a 9 to hit,
Misses.
and a crit fail.
Misses.
Yeah. The remaining gnoll archers are going to start attacking your skeleton line because they're no longer obscured by the cloud.
Yep.
So beginning with skeleton 1.
Did you skip the other zombies' turns?
The other zombies.
Or the other gnolls, the melee gnolls? Or am I crazy? I think you removed them from initiative last time because I killed one, and I think the one that I killed was the one you had in initiative, so you need to add these guys back in for this round.
I will do that
want to
right
win
after.
fair and square, Nathan.
Yep, I will add them back right after I make these attacks. So starting with skeleton number 1, I got a 6.
Fail.
A 9.
Fail.
A 10.
Fail.
We'll get there. A 12.
Fail.
A 13.
Hits.
Okay, 9 damage.
That's against skeleton 1.
Yes. And then a crit fail. I've gotten a lot of crit fails this fight. I mean, disadvantage will do that.
Well, you're attacking like 74 times a turn. It's just the math.
Right.
It's the odds.
Okay,
The action economy is fucking me on this fight, just for the record.
The standard gnolls are all going to make their saves. Fail, success, fail, fail. So 3 of them are just coughing and retching and can't do anything. The other one's going to move up and make an attack against zombie gnoll 3 at disadvantage, which is a 10.
Correct. Misses.
Okay.
Wait, no, that
your
hits.
turn. Oh, that hits?
That hits.
Okay, 3 piercing. And then it's your skeleton's turn.
Still up. Skeletons are going to loose a volley at one of these archers here. So there is a longbow attack from Harris, 22 for 7 damage.
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4 short bow attacks. 11, 10, 13, and 21.
2 of them hit. So 10 more damage.
I'm going to pulse my draining aura on that one. Dealing
What's the range
8,
on draining
9,
aura?
10, 11. Oh, that's a good question. Draining aura 30 feet. Womp womp.
Yeah, not this time.
That's okay. And then my zombies are going to step into the sneaking cloud. Everyone can get there within their movement.
Yeah.
Because skeletons get the full 30 feet of movement.
Right.
So my skeleton line is fuck a dick, dude. And my skeleton line is back in the fog cloud.
Okay.
And then zombies' turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna have them. My 2 zombies that are on the south side. I'm gonna have them squeeze through the skeleton spaces. I didn't really think about this very much, which is going to be like most of my movement. They're gonna stop here, and then I'm going to make. So this is going to be two-handed attacks against the closest gnoll here, a 15 and a 14 for a total of 12 damage.
Do you not also have disadvantage for being heavily obscured?
That's crap. Well, does it matter if I am immune to it? Let me double check here. Yeah, you're heavily obscured regardless. So it's technically on the dice because it's unseen attacker and what do you call it? They cancel each other out because I have advantage because they can't see me, and then but that also applies to your attacks.
Right.
I don't think we've been doing that consistently.
Well,
I think it all pretty much
my
evens out.
guys have been out of the fog cloud, so
right.
That's why we haven't been doing that. But okay, so those can both hit. The guy is still up, still clinging to life.
Okay. Then that's going to be my one-handed from zombie 1. A 5 misses. And then zombie 2 is going to step up and make a one-handed longsword attack on the one that's very injured. 20 for 4 damage.
That does it.
Okay. And I'm going to have them stay put.
All right. Zachariah.
Zachariah is going to cast his new favorite spell, Wither and Bloom, hitting 4 of the gnolls here.
Okay.
The live gnolls.
And one of the beefy gnolls succeeds, but the rest fail.
Okay. That's an 8, 9, 10, 11 damage total.
Mm-hmm. So one of them takes 7, the rest take the whole 11.
And I can't see any of them, so I can't apply my draining aura. I am going to step into the fog cloud.
Step into the fog cloud.
Zachariah, yeah, he takes his lantern, takes his book, and steps into the fog cloud. And that's going to end my turn.
All right. Beefy gnolls are going to go. They're going to destroy some more zombies.
Maybe.
It's on the dice now for the cancel out.
Mm-hmm.
So against zombie number 3, got an 18 for 4 damage.
That hits.
All right. I think you need a con save there. Zombie 3, not zombie 2.
Oh, okay. And then, okay, so zombie, so he dies exactly, and that's a DC 9 con saving throw. And
Right.
I make it.
Nice.
He doesn't go down.
Claw attack against him. A 21, so now I need a DC 13 save.
Did you make the stinking cloud save, or am I crazy?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that.
Can you?
Okay, so gain back that health because this gnoll is incapacitated. The other gnoll is also incapacitated, so they do nothing.
Okay. Whew.
Gnoll hunters are going to make some attacks against your skeleton line at disadvantage due to being obscured. And they're going to keep spreading out, try to make it harder to pin them down. So against skeleton 1 with disadvantage, 14.
That hits.
4 damage. 23, I'm sorry, 8 misses.
8 misses.
12, does 12 hit?
Nope.
Alright, 13.
13 AC. Yeah, 13.
So that's 9 more.
Skeleton 1 goes down.
Okay. Against Silton, an 11. And
misses.
last one against Silton is a 7. So took down one of your skeletons, the rest of the arrows were ineffective. Standard gnolls are going to go. They're going to make their saves. None of them pass. Gnolls are not going to go. It's
Nice.
your skeleton's turn.
I'm going to have skeleton number 3 go pick up skeleton number 1's bow. I can't see which one is skeleton 3. So he's going to... So basically, so they're stepping out like this. Boop, 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 boop. Skeleton 3 is going to pick up an item, which is a free action, right?
Yeah.
And then he's going to step up, and then I'm going to make a longbow attack against the injured gnoll.
Okay.
9.
Miss.
And then I'm going to make 4 short bow attacks against the injured gnoll. 14.
Hit.
23.
Hit.
8. 23 for 3.
Up once again, 3 out of the 4 attacks was all you needed to kill it, so put that last 3 damage on a different gnoll.
I'll put it on the one that's in the far back there.
Okay. Zombies. After your skeletons retreat.
Yep, skeletons step back into the fog cloud, and then my zombies are going to swarm the beefy gnolls that are coughing and hacking as I continue to kind of wave my hand around this necrotic energy. So this is going to be... It's hard to see their numbers. 1, 2... So this is going to be 2 one-handed longsword attacks, a 3, and an 11.
Okay. Those both miss, but what I'm gonna say for this interlude, I'm not committing to this in the long-term campaign, but in our Discord discussion about advantage and disadvantage, you have 2 sources of advantage right now and 1 source of disadvantage, so I'm gonna give that one to you with advantage.
Okay, so 16 for 4.
Yep. We'll play that
and
for
then-
the rest of this interlude. We may or may not keep that for the main campaign.
Got it. I like stacking advantage. I like.
I do
Obviously,
too.
I like math, guys. If you're not paying attention to what's happening
No, I mean,
right
like,
now.
I don't think that you should get, like, triple advantage ever, like, roll 3 and use the best, but I do think if you have 3 sources of advantage and 2 of disadvantage, it makes sense to still have advantage.
Got it. And then there's going to be 2 two-handed attacks on that one. 16 for 7.
Yep.
And 13 for 9.
A 13 is gonna miss.
Okay.
And it's Zachariah.
Well, I am out of level 2 spell slots. I'm out of level 3 spell slot. Well, I'm reserving my level 3 spell slots for zombie remaking. I am going to step out of my fog cloud, and I am going to cast a Toll the Dead at the furthest archer.
Which is a wisdom save.
Which is indeed a wisdom saving throw. DC's 16 wisdom saving throw against
It's a fail.
15 necrotic damage. It's actually 18 necrotic damage because of my necrotic savant.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to step back into my fog cloud. And
All right.
it's their turn.
Yep, so the beefy ones, the fangs, let's see if they can do anything. One of them can.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to attack Gnoll Zombie 2. I keep wanting to say Zolnombi.
Zolnombi.
It's going to attack Zolnombi 2 on the dice.
Who has higher AC.
I got a crit fail, which is lovely.
Yep.
I got a 16 for 4 damage.
16 hits.
And an 18 for 5 damage.
Those both hit, but my boy is hanging on.
Yeah, by a tendon.
Yep.
Alright, the gnolls, they are going to attack Zachariah with disadvantage with their arrows.
Isn't there only one?
There's 2.
Oh, I see you. Hello. Hello there, lovely.
Alright, 4 disadvantage attacks. 18.
And that's on Zachariah straight?
On Zachariah straight, yeah.
Yep, that hits.
Alright, 8 damage. 15.
15 is going to hit. Yep, I'm going to let it hit.
Okay,
I'm
9
going to wish
damage.
I shielded if they attack me again.
11.
11 does not hit.
And 8.
Does not hit.
Okay. Other gnolls, let's see if they can do anything. Yes. No. No. The one that can is going to shamble up and make an attack against Zombie 4 on the dice with a 21 for 4 damage.
That hits.
Alright, and it's back to you. Skeletons and then zombies.
Skeletons are going to do the same thing that they've been doing. It's working. Going through my arrows, but it's working. And I'm going to longbow attack on the furthest one who's very injured. Miss. It's going to be 6. And then I'm going to make 4 short bow attacks. 20 for 3. Is it still up?
Still up.
A crit for 11.
It's down.
Okay. And then 2 on the other hunter. It's going to be a 21 for 5.
Nice.
And a 14 for 5?
14, let me check. Yes.
And then they are going to step back into the cloud.
Alright. Swarming skeletons. Or, I'm sorry, zombies. Nombizols.
Okay, so this is going to be my zombies, and this is going to be 2 two-handed attacks on the injured one. 5 and 18 for 11.
Yeah, the 18 is going to hit.
And then 2 one-handed attacks, 15 and an 8.
15 hits.
For 4 damage. And they're going to stay put. And then I imagine it's my boy Zachariah's turn. Who is going to make his way up here. Well, God damn it. Going to make his way up here and fire his flintlock pistol. A bell will ring throughout the valley here as this necrotic energy flies out towards the remaining hunter, who is going to take no damage. I'm going to silvery barbs that save, though, because I need him to stop. So I'm going to cast a silvery barbs reaction.
Ooh, I got a 17 down from a 19.
Still makes it. Letting me down, silvery barbs! And he's going to step back into the fog cloud. And it's their turn.
All right.
The stinking cloud, sorry.
Yeah. One of the fangs is able to make some attacks on Gnoll Zombie 2. That's a 20 to hit for 7 slashing.
He goes down, DC 12 Constitution saving throw. Oh, he just misses it.
It's down.
Down, yep. He was 1 off.
Yeah. Against Zombie 3, a 15 to hit for 4 damage.
That does hit, and that also takes him down. So that's going to be a DC 9, and he makes it, so he's still up.
And a claw against Zombie 3. 19 to hit for 7 damage. This is DC 12.
DC 12. He makes it!
Nice. Well done.
He makes a 12, exactly.
The Gnoll Hunter is going to launch a couple arrows at... promotion. Launch a couple arrows at Zachariah with disadvantage. 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That's a total of 14 damage.
I have 2 health points.
Other Gnoll's turns. Let's see if they can act.
Good thing I like being dead.
One of them can, and it's going to attack Gnoll Zombie 4, getting a 20 to hit for 4 damage.
That hits? Yeah, he's still up.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay. My fucking skeletons are going to step out and take care of this Gnoll Hunter who is causing me some fucking problems. They're going to launch a longbow. A crit for 9.
Okay.
And then
still up.
15, 16, 19, and 11.
Okay, slow down. The Last 2 attacks are not needed because it dies.
Okay. So then the I will do the 19 for 5 damage on. Well, no, that's with disadvantage. Well, it's still a 19 with disadvantage.
Yeah.
And
that
then
actually takes
the
it out.
11. Okay, the 11 I assume misses.
Yes.
Okay. And then they are going to step back in.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies are going to. They can both move. So I'm just gonna move him aside. One is going to step up to one of the ones that is hacking. So Gnoll Zombie 1 is going to make a one-handed sword attack against one of the gnolls in the back. A 13 for 9 damage.
13 will not hit the gnoll.
Darn.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be 2 two-handed attacks against the chunky gnoll. 14 and 14.
Those unfortunately both miss.
And then Zachariah is going to prepare a cantrip and cast it as soon as he can see one of these creatures.
Okay.
Because I can drop concentration at will, so I can wait until I know whether or not they've lost their turn.
Okay. Yeah, it is their turn now. Let's see if they can go. No. And no. And no. And no. Okay. Not a single gnoll gets to go. So it's back to you.
Just the way I like it. Well, what I am going to do is at the end of the gnoll's turn, I'm going to drop concentration on my cloud.
Okay.
And that will activate my held action. I'm going to toll the dead on the furthest gnoll from me.
Mm-hmm. It fails.
Fails. So he's going to be taking 19 plus 3, 22
He's
necrotic
extremely
damage.
dead.
And does my Grim Harvest do anything with cantrips? Let me check this. Once per turn, when you kill one or more creatures with a spell of first level or higher. Okay, so no, it does not. And then, so that's my skeleton's turn, and they are all going to launch attacks at the... Oh, is this guy alive?
Yeah, there's 3 left. 1 big guy, 2 small guys.
I didn't see the little dude there.
Yeah, he's been nibbling on your zombie.
Please stop. Please do not do that. Harris is going to try and doink him with an arrow and miss terribly. And then we're going to launch a short bow volley. 4 attack, 18 for 4.
That kills it.
Down. Okay. And then 3 attacks on Chunky Boy. 16, 17, and 8.
2 of those hit. That's 10 damage.
Okay.
All right. Zombies.
And then my zombies are going to do 2 two-handed attacks on the Chunky Boy. A 16 and a 7.
Miss.
The 16 misses?
No, the 16 hits. The 7 misses.
Okay. And then Zachariah. Well, no, I have one more zombie who's going to shamble up towards this last one, and he is going to do a one-handed longsword attack for 6 and miss.
Okay. Yeah, Zachariah's turn now.
And then Zachariah is going to do a Toll the Dead on the Chunky Boy. Just makes sense to start cleaning him up. DC 16 Wisdom saving throw against 23.
Against tons of damage. That Toll the Dead is vicious.
I have been rolling very well. It's a 2d12, and I have it was 11 and a 6. Pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Last gnoll gets probably the last bite of its life, but it gets a 22, so that's 6 damage to Gnoll Zombie 1.
It absolutely is.
And it's back to you. Skeletons first.
Okay. 12. Harris launches a longbow for 7 damage, or he misses.
12 misses. Yeah.
And then a 13, a crit for 7.
Yep.
An 11,
Miss.
and an 8.
Miss.
Zombies 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Only 2 of my zombies can get into range to attack this last guy. Because zombies only have 20 feet of movement. And there's going to be a one-handed longsword attack, crit fail, and a two-handed longsword attack for 14.
That hits. And that's the magic number. 7 damage takes it out.
7 damage. And then Zachariah falls to his knee. Barely holding together. I mean, he was like in a trance almost that whole fight. Oh, Gailey, they're getting stronger. They're attacking in bigger numbers.
Oh, that was terrifying, but at least we're only a day away from Immignab. I think we can make it back quickly enough. Hopefully there won't be a whole horde ahead of us.
I don't know. I need to at least take a moment.
Okay. Do you want to play hide and seek?
I literally, if I If I take a step, something is going to fall off.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take a short rest, Nathan.
Okay. So you can take a short rest without any event can figure out. I think you can spend hit dice on, like, you can have your skeletons spend hit dice on themselves.
Yeah.
Or your zombies. They're the ones that are really beat up.
Well, the ones that I reanimate will have full health because they're just new creatures. And I can do up to 5. That's all of my juice, though. So please, if no one else could die today, I would appreciate that. Well, no, I have to leave 2 of them dead, is the problem.
In order to maintain. Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise someone else is going to go. So I am actually going to leave Zombie 5 and Zombie 6 here. And after I am done resting, I'm going to very quickly try to get more bows and any armor that they might be wearing that is significant, if any of them have any like studded anything or anything like that. Especially since they're gnolls.
All of you can have, what do you call it? Longbows.
Okay.
And as for armor, let me check. Leather armor and hide armor and shields. So there's 4 more shields and 4 sets of hide armor. Other than that, anyone who is unarmored can have leather armor now.
Okay. And arrows? How many did they have any arrows on them that I can scavenge?
Yeah, I mean, the hunters each had large quivers. Some of the shafts probably got broken in the fight, but let's say there were 4 hunters. Yeah, let's say 65 more arrows.
It sounds like a lot, but I just went through so many arrows.
Right.
Okay.
That was the math. I was like, that they probably got 8 shots or 8 turns each and shot like 2 arrows each time. They had to have had a lot of arrows on them.
Yeah. And so all of my skeletons are fine. I now have 4 zombies and 6 skeletons and Raven.
Okay.
Can I really need a bag of holding. I'm going to load up. I'm going to have each of the 4 zombies carry a zombie on their back.
Okay.
A dead zombie.
Oh, I see. Okay. Just to revive later.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's a little terrifying to see someone coming into town with zombies on top of zombies.
Right. It is. Yeah, so we get to a long rest, or another few hours of travel before you have to make camp again. So I'll have you make a medicine check for your bone rot. You can use intelligence or wisdom. DC 10.
Intelligence or wisdom. Okay. And I do, as a reborn, I have advantage against disease and being poisoned. Does that come into play or?
No, not against this. This is like specifically a disease for dead things.
And that's going to be an intelligence saving throw. Big money, big money, big money. Ooh, 13.
Yeah. So that's 2 successes in a row. You continue to suffer the detriment until you get 3 successes in a row. So your constitution score has now decreased by a total of 2.
That does. Oops. If that would have happened to me, if I hadn't have taken a short rest before that happened, I would just be down.
Right.
really awkwardly would have just collapsed from bone rot.
I mean, that's what diseases do to people, right?
Right. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so your maximum hit points are down by 6 until you can take care of this.
And I had 2 hit points at the end of that fight, if for anyone keeping track at home.
Yeah. Right, so the next day you break camp, you continue walking, and by mid-afternoon, remember it's rain summer, so it's cloudy, it's misty, it's sprinkling on and off throughout the day. Around mid-afternoon, you're marching through the fog in this northern forest, and you emerge into a clearing. On the south end of the clearing, you see the wooden walls of Imiknop. You can see a couple guards standing near the gate, and when they spot you, their jaws drop and quiver a little bit. They see like the skeletons and zombies marching behind you, and one of them begins to ring the alarm.
Wait, it's me. I was just in town a few days ago. Oh, sir, please stop doing that.
Zombies!
Stop screaming.
Call the guards!
Keely, go talk to them.
I mean, you are very scary.
I mean, I understand, but
Can you just make a charisma check? You can use persuasion or performance, if that helps you.
Yeah, I mean, Zachariah would be very indignant about this. He's not necessarily trying to persuade them. He's something he's not. He's just like, this isn't that. I mean, this is just. I was just in town. These are the things out in the woods. They're just not attacking you now. Like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous treatment. I'm the one who helped your town. I saved your people. I will not be treated like this.
So you're saying this calmly while the guards are freaking out and calling other guards over to the walls. There definitely would be people in this town that recognize you. None of these guards happen to be those people, and so they're like causing a ruckus in town. They're not letting you into the gate yet, so obviously, like, if you approach the gate too quickly, they would attack, but they're not going to go meet you in the clearing itself. They're just warding you off with like threatening longbows.
Right. I would put my hands up in peace.
Right. Yeah, so given that, they're not imminently attacking, but after a couple minutes of you just kind of standing there and saying, like, I've been here, you all should know me, and the commotion going on in town, a few other people join the town guards. They're not dressed in kind of the loose uniform. I mean, it's not military standard, but all of the guards have kind of a similar build about them, like the leather armor, the long bows. But the newcomers have a flowing, loose, kind of like billowing sleeves. Some of them have coats on. Many of them have tricorn hats. And one figure pushes his way through the crowd. He's got a cutlass in his belt. His shirt is unbuttoned a little bit to show, like, a gray, hairy chest. Sorry, his light human skin with gray hair on his chest. He's got a big, bushy, gray beard tinged with a little bit of red and a little bit of white. Like, he's in probably his 60s. Clearly a human. And he says, "Avast, who goes there? State your name. What is all this ruckus about?" No, you do not recognize him.
It's just been a massive misunderstanding. My name is Zachariah Heros. I was contracted by this town to do some work in the forest. I have done the work, and I just so happen to have tamed some of these monsters that were in the woods. This is all just a big misunderstanding. As you can see, I have a beard, just like humans, and obviously skin and things of that nature are on my body.
Well,
I have my own skin that I have grown.
You have a funny manner of speaking. Regardless, this do be obvious, but your companions are clearly less, savory. Now, you say you did some work in the woods. I suppose this would be about the werewolf that, these folk were telling me and my crew about.
Yes.
What business have you in town now?
I'm here to reconvene with, the person who sailed me here. And I need to get back to Westport. Or, did I say that right?
Westport is in Pingerhell. Ricksport is in...
Ricksport.
Yeah.
I'm simply seeking passage to Ricksport. I have lost some of my friends doing this work for your town, and I need passage to Ricksport.
Some of your friends, perchance who might these friends be? Based on the talk of the town, I might know one of them.
I am going to lie here as I realize that I had sailed with a pirate who waylaid a ship on the way here. And I'm a little nervous that perhaps that's a problem. Do I recognize what they're wearing or anything?
I mean, these are obviously men of the sea. There's a few women there as well. Like, they're not wearing uniforms. They're not naval officers. Or if they are, they're all in mismatching plainclothes.
What I would say, then I would make up the name of a ship, and I would say,
I came here on the Chancer. It's just a small vessel. You probably would not have heard of it.
Very well, but less than the ship, the people. Someone came through town recently that that the town folk were telling me about. And he kind of looks over at the guards and he says, It seems this man is okay. The zombies are not coming closer to town. My crew and I will handle this. Do not worry. Now, addressing you again, he says,
What'd you say your name was?
Oh, sure. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Edward Rackman of the Yorkie Plunder.
Rackman.
Aye, yar.
Aye. That's an interesting name. Do you have kin on the sea?
Nar. Though I do think one of the wharf rats that I picked up one day, he joined me crew. I think he took me name. I was something of a adoptive father to him.
Oh, well, yeah, I do briefly, I believe I heard tale of someone named Rackman when I was seeking passage to Ricksport, so I would definitely look in that direction if that's who you're looking for.
Toward
I'm lying my
Ricksport.
ass off. Yeah.
Make
I don't know if I need to roll deception or something.
Yeah, make a deception check.
18.
Okay. All right, and his insight is an 11.
Right.
Yar.
There's
some
missing crew in that direction. If you could take me there, if you're going to Ricksport to seek out the other Rackmen, I would be much obliged for a passage.
Yar, my adoptive son, his name is Jack Reckman.
That does sound vaguely familiar.
Yes, the people in this town say they've seen him as well. Thought that he was one of your traveling companions, but perhaps you were just in town at similar points.
It's possible. I didn't speak to all of the other crew, but I do believe, yes, as I said, I do believe that I was in circles with him as he was heading to Ricksport as well.
Jesus fucking Christ, that scared me. Why'd you just peek out a giant man?
It's just a visual for Edward Rackman.
I know, but he's like leaning forward and then he like peeked out from the corner. It's like, ah!
Look,
Yar,
we can go to Ricksport together and you can find Jack and I can complete my journey as well.
We can arrange passage to the south. Yes, I cannot get close to Ricksport directly for political and territorial reasons. I'll explain that on the boat. Now, your crew, they don't require food, do they?
No food, they fight, they don't complain, most of them don't smell. We are literally the best possible passengers on a ship.
Yar, I see that. Very well, let us, you and I, we will get a drink. Leave your crew outside of the town, just as to not scare all of the townspeople here, and then we'll get sailing as soon as we can.
I understand.
Tonight, even. The weather is good.
Excellent. The winds are on our side. Raven, stay here, please.
Stay here.
And I would have my horde kind of just sit where they are, in very well in the clearing, like plain view, just like as non-threatening as possible.
That's still gotta be such a terrifying sight. Like, imagine you're just a normal town guard in kind of a normal medieval village, and you look out and there's just a group of 10 skeletons just sitting in a row.
I mean, I don't feel like it's that odd. They're nice. Do you have any children who would like to come, like, throw tomatoes at them? It could be a fun game. Their AC isn't even that high.
Right, well...
Just be careful with that one. He's falling apart.
Edward Rackman kind of slaps you on the back and then looks at you funnily, and then gestures over to the one little tavern in Immicknop, and you can head over to figure out how quickly you can set sail, which is a debacle we'll figure out next week.
I don't know if that was the right choice at all. I do not know if I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's bad. I don't fucking know anything about this person. My instinct was to lie. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
Yar. We'll see. This has been the Kaleidosphere, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Thank you for joining us on this epic voyage. I forgot to say it in the intro, but depending on what day this episode comes out, it's possible that we're still doing our early sticker giveaway, because we have amazing Kaleidosphere stickers now. So head on over to patreon.com/thehomebrew and join at the $10 or increase your pledge amount to $10. Ask for a shout out on the Kaleidosphere. If you do that before January 11th, then we will send you a set of 6 Kaleidosphere stickers for free. If you do it after January 11th or choose not to do it, then you can still get the Kaleidosphere stickers at the Homebrew merch site at actualplaypods.com. All of that aside, we would also just love to hear from you, so go to linktree/thekaleidosphere to find links to our Discord and Twitter and email. We're highly active on the Discord. It's a really amazing community on there almost every day. It's just a blast. This campaign is dedicated to Brandon, who we hold in loving memory. To Whom the Sea Belongs is a campaign set in the Kaleidosphere. That's kale, like the vegetable, Ido, I-D-O, sphere. Join us next week as Zachariah and Edward Rackman might set sail on the high seas.
Yar.
Yar.